So, interesting quote coming out of the Qatar Grand Prix, the kind of fallout of the events on and off track, and that being from Max Verstappen, who has admitted that he can't stand George Russell. I wonder why. I wonder what could have possibly happened this weekend to drive him to that decision. I think I know why. I think you guys probably know why. But let's read why. Let's go through this article and I'll give my thoughts on Verstappen's assessment of Mr. Russell here. Full article on the F1Chronicle.com as always. Max Verstappen unleashed on Mercedes driver George Russell after winning the Qatar Grand Prix. The Red Bull driver was fastest in qualifying a day earlier, but he was given a one-place grid penalty, dropping him behind Russell, when Verstappen was deemed to have driven too slowly on a slowing down lap, disrupting George Russell on a warm-up lap. Verstappen told the media after winning on Sunday that Russell had advocated strongly for the penalty during their hearing with the stewards. He's always very nice in front of the cameras, but in person he's completely different. I can't stand him. So he might as well go do something to himself, the quadruple world champion told Viaplay. I can't swear on these videos, guys, as you know. I'm under the same regulations as a lot of F1 drivers, but clearly, Verstappen is not just going for it. Fair enough, but that's just monetization in my case. But yeah, and in the FIA press conferences, Verstappen explained that he had never seen someone trying to screw someone over that hard in the stewards' room. I lost all respect, but in a way, I was also like, yeah, I'm not surprised anymore in the world that we live in. Before the drivers' parade on Sunday, the cameras captured Russell approaching Verstappen and shaking his hand, but Red Bull boss Christian, I'm leaving that in there. I mean, we're getting towards Christmas, it's December, they have a Christian boss now at Red Bull, which is technically true, I suppose. Believes harsh words were then exchanged during the parade itself. Meanwhile, Lando Norris excused Verstappen for declaring on the radio that the McLaren had failed to slow down for a yellow flag, earning him a race-ruining stop-go penalty. Good for him, Norris said when he heard about Verstappen's complaint. Everyone does that. I would do the same. Yeah, I mean, it's not Verstappen's fault that Norris got that penalty. It's Norris's fault. You know, he went too fast. He didn't slow down during the double wave yellows. I've already gone through every Qatar Grand Prix race penalty in another video, all 7 of them, explain why those guys got those penalties. And I've also gone over the controversial incident between Russell and Verstappen in qualifying and why I don't believe that was a legit penalty. I don't think he should have got penalised. You guys know me, I'm always honest about these things. I'm not the biggest fan of Max Verstappen, I'm not a Verstappen fan, but anybody with 2 eyes could clearly see that that should not have been a penalty. It doesn't surprise me at all either about George Russell. I mean, I said in a comment recently to someone on YouTube, you know, go over and, if you're not watching this on YouTube, go over and subscribe on YouTube. We just passed 6,000 subscribers on there, which is awesome. We've passed 21k, I think, on Microsoft as well. Support's been unbelievable from you guys. Honestly, fantastic. But, you know, I said in the comment on YouTube that George Russell is the equivalent of a teacher's pet in Formula 1. You know, he's just always, I mean, yeah, all the drivers complain. All the drivers complain about things. They all try and get each other penalties. That is just part of the game. You see it in any other sport as well. Look at football, people diving, people talking to the referee, faking injury. It's the same in Formula 1, but they just do the talking actually on the team radio, and the stewards listen to this, of course, and it's picked up by race control and things like that. So it doesn't surprise me that Russell is like that at all. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we can blame George Russell all we want, and we can do, but really, at the same time, it's also down to the stewards, and the stewards have to take responsibility for this. George Russell could have done what any other driver did, right? He could have advocated for his case. He could have supported himself. They had representatives in there as well in the stewards room, so it won't have just been the drivers themselves. But at the end of the day, the stewards are the one that have the final say. The buck stops with them, and they messed up on this one. They really did. And I said it in my reaction to Verstappen's penalty as well, that, you know, he's going to be fired up. He's going to be a very dangerous prospect in terms of his pace. I don't mean in terms of danger to other drivers. I just knew, even though he's starting P2, he was going to win the race. I knew deep down he was going to win the race, because that is just going to fire him up even more. If there was any doubt about, oh, well, you know, I've wrapped up the championship now, just relax on the last 2 races, chill out. We're not going to get any higher than 3rd in the constructors. You know, Checo's still not doing anything, although he was unlucky with his engine failure in Qatar, of course. But that absolutely put the cat amongst the pigeons, put the lion amongst the teacher's pet, as it were. So there was only ever going to be one winner into turn 1 with that one, and it wasn't going to be George Russell. But yeah, guys, what do you think about George Russell? Because I've seen some comments recently basically saying this guy's slimy, he's not to be trusted, he's weaselly, you know, all these things, and I can see it. I really see it, I'll be honest with you. I really do. But yeah, let us know what you think about it in the comments below, as always. And of course, keep it subscribed to f1chronicle.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And we'll see you soon for some more F1 news and opinion pieces just like this.